Lovely windy day today. Very blustery, you can tell by the trees. Give me a green. All right. So here we are, Moto-Mondays. Greetings. Hi there. I am TSF, your host. And I've kind of got some pretty cool announcements. But you know what? Let's go this way. Let's go over here. Take a little bit of a toursy. Okay, so a kind of a combo episode today. Kind of got something I want to talk about. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to communicate it correctly, just because I tend to ramble. So a couple announcements. Well, one thing I want to talk about is priorities. You might have noticed I've been absent past couple weeks from the Moto-Mondays, and I don't know, some things happened in my life. Nothing tragic, nothing tragic at all. Just I'm trying to balance the work, the productions, and I've spoke about it before. The work takes about half the day traveling to and fro, plus the 8.5 hours on station, doing what I gotta do. But with the nearly 3 hours travel time, that tacks on about 11 and a half hours of a day, coupled with the odd look at that. I don't see how it's all brown and green at the same time, man. The Golden Hills. So almost 12 hours involved with the day job, and because of that, the sleep hours have not been regular, and because of the extreme distances we're talking about, the change in sleep hours can easily be a life or death thing on the roads, especially if you're doing middle of the night shift. It could be fatal. So then I had another event occur, which was taking up a significant amount of time, which was causing priority decisions. And that was man, look at those beautiful German Shepherds, man. Lost. Beautiful dogs. Wow, I bet those owners are pissed. Man, that sucks. Somebody was kind of affecting my life where I had to make decisions, and I don't know, I don't want to get overly, because I know it's going to be a turn off for some, but I don't know about y'all's relationship with the Lord, but like for me, and I'm just talking, hey, in my own personal life, things have happened which I believe are significant in the way that I feel like I'm being protected. I am being looked after. Okay, everything from, and this started way back in the late 80s when I broke out of the house, left the nest for the Army. But things have happened, things have happened. Everything in Iraq took a RPG strike to the gun truck, broadside, clean shot, bounced off and detonated. We should have all been dead. All right, and it's easy to dismiss it as enemy incompetence, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just, something happened to me and I walked away. We all walked away unharmed. Did we get our cages rattled? Yeah, we got our bells shook big time. But we walked away, and along with that, nobody, we got hit plenty of times in Iraq, plenty. All of my guys, we all got hit. Each one of my tank commanders in my platoon were hit. IEDs with their gun trucks. You go to war and you park your tanks. I'm 3 for 3. Go to war, park your tanks. Here's your 1114. You are now infantry. So we were hit multiple times, but for no effect. Vehicle damage, yes, but no personnel losses or injuries. So I thank God for that, But more in my personal life, even though bad things have happened, a lot of bad things have happened, lost the marriage, gained a kid, but lost the wife. A lot of things, happen. And so, why does this stuff happen? So lately, over the past year, I should say, I've been kind of depressed, and just because I'm so busy, I haven't been producing videos, and I'm just kind of down in the dumps because there hasn't been an opportunity for me to meet someone. The job that I have, it's like the Walmart job after retirement. You're old, your wife is settled, your kids are already out of the house, and you're free to just do this thing, make good money, and but I'm still, that's not my last stop. This is just a day job. I work that job to facilitate, because YouTube does not pay. YouTube does not pay at all. All right, but I barely got 3,400 subscribers after 10 years of having the channel, because I'm not a prolific producer, because I'm busy with this stupid day job, and I don't believe I have enough followers to move it over to Patreon or start doing other stuff, like selling friggin' t-shirts or whatever. So anyway, I got this big hole in my life. I come home and nobody's home. All right, so I got kind of depressed over that and kind of in the dumps. All right, and then lately, like about a couple months ago, about the same time my production stopped here this past week, because when I started doing Moto-Mondays and whatever Wednesdays and Fitness Fridays, I had a goal, I had a plan. I was I was producing, shit was happening. But then but I had the time. I was making the time to do that extra thing that I had just kind of been lacking on. I made a decision, and I'm going to make this channel work, and I'm going to do these things. And so I started. All the while, though, I'm still angry. I'm still angry at this person that, probably still angry at the ex-wife, for bailing on me and everything. And even though, if you're divorced and you have a kid and you have a good relationship with your ex-wife, you guys are going to be inextricably linked forever and ever, because you're still your child's parent, right? So no matter what happens, he's got a concert, he's got a recital, he's going to be in sports, he's got a game, you're always going to link up, not to mention the visitation, but there's still that, so we're on good terms. I've got people that are going through serious shit with their ex-spouses, everything from litigation over child support and all this, I don't have that experience. Again, is it because of the Lord looking out for me? I can't say. There's no way to guarantee it. You have to choose to believe or not to believe. But suffice to say that besides that, any other emergencies that come up in my life, financial emergencies, no matter what it is, when it is, don't ask me to explain it. I can't explain it, but at the last minute, something will happen. Something will happen where I will be taken care of. And just something will happen, right? Like I've been trying to sell crap from extra crap that I have in my garage, and for months and months I have stuff listed on Craigslist or on Facebook, on some places, Marketplace or whatever, and nothing will sell. Months and months and months go by until I'm short of money, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, something I listed 6 months ago, somebody will want to buy it, and I'll make a successful sale. Something always happens where I'm taken care of, right? That's the context, okay, of what was going on this past couple months, where or about the past 2 or 3 weeks, because I haven't released a video in 2 or 3 weeks, and something happened. But what it was kind of like an explanation of what was going on and why I was going through these things that I have been wondering, what is going on, and why can't I get this particular void in my life filled, etc., etc. And suddenly something was introduced in my life that answered that question for me, where it's like, oh, now I understand why. Now, I'm not gonna go into it because all these people could potentially be watching this video, so I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But what it did was it really put things into perspective for me, and what, why this hole is being left, and the opportunity that's being provided to me to fill this hole with this other stuff and allow me to get back on production road, man. That's what it boils down to. So I see what's going on, and it's like, all right, thanks. And so I'm back here cranking out another Moto-Mondays for y'all, because I missed riding. I miss being out here, and the weather has been crappy. It's still, right now, we probably got like 15-20 mile an hour winds. Look at this tree right here, right? So it's been crazy, and but I'm back. All right, that's a big announcement right there. Okay, so I had something happen that kind of interrupted the flow, the production workflow. I found out what I needed to find out inadvertently. Wasn't expecting this lesson, but it happened, and so I'm back, and I am reprioritizing the workflow here. So yeah, I'm back. Woo! All right, so hey, listen. So my announcement number two. Man. All right, so when I took that trip to Lake Havasu City in the last Moto-Mondays, check it out, man. We experienced a whole gamut of weather. The only thing we didn't we even had hail. So I mean, it didn't snow, but we had hail. We had ice like hitting us. Blah blah. It hurt. But anyway, went out there to pick up some parts from Low and Mean for the Raider, and those are fork tube covers. All right, the upper parts, right? So and that was kind of like the beginning of the journey for planning mods for the Raider, and that is what is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. So here in the next couple weeks, we'll be in the garages prepping the Raider for the new riding season. So we've got tires, we've got the fat fork kit, we've got the drag bar coming. I'm pretty excited. I'm going to be doing most everything. I probably won't be changing the tires myself, but I'll be removing them. And of course, videos will be coming demonstrating all. So I'm pretty stoked. I have time right now to get the stuff in the can here this week, so I'm going to try. And I hope to God that he'll still look after me and not let me tip my bike over while I'm doing all this maintenance stuff my damn self. So yeah, wish me luck on that one. But anyway, that's the big announcements. Super stoked, real down and dirty video this week. I hope y'all will stay with me. If you're new, if you're the first time seeing the Raider vlog here on Moto-Mondays, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you're reminded. You get the notification whenever we get another cranking episode published. So, till next week, till next Monday, thanks for rolling with Raider Nation. Peace! All right. Okay, so we'll be looking for this fat fork kit right here. This will be pretty awesome. Got the 240 tire kit going on right here. So that's pretty exciting. Probably going to remove that plate, get some spacers. And finally, drag bar. I was going to do the, I wanted to do the 1.25 inch thickness. It's going to be all black. And I'm going to have a circular cafe racer style bar end rear view mirror, so these will go away. So hopefully I'll have a clean look. Probably not, because the brake master cylinder and the clutch master cylinder are pretty mondo, but it's going to be a flat bar, and I'm going to just keep the original risers, because if you can see here, the cables come through, exit out right there. You can see the exit out right here. They're encased in here and then come in out here. The risers that I have, I bought risers. These are 5.5 inches. So if I put 5.5 inch risers I bought, they didn't have pass-throughs for the cables, so cables would have come down. And then the problem is that this cover here has entrances on the side, so that would have been difficult, I guess, to make look good. So I'm just gonna keep the original risers and then 1-inch bar instead of the 1.25. And the biggest challenge about modding the Raider for me is this damn headlight. All right, because the clamps are on the side and then they mount to the underside of this, right? Whenever you see those cafe racer type headlight brackets, they're actually gripped onto the forks here. And since I'm covering the forks, that's a no-go. One of the solutions was to buy a bracket that goes here, which has the classic Harley. It just has a little loop here for a bolt, and then you can basically get any aftermarket Harley style light that'll mount here, and then you just put a bolt through it, and there you have it. But the problem is these turn signal brackets are in the way. So, oh, well, why don't you just move the turn signal someplace else? Well, the problem is these pieces I got from Low and Mean, these unicorn pieces I got from Low and Mean, that's going to hide this are now going to be too short, and it's just going to be terrible. So I'm just going to leave that and find an alternative to the mounting you see on the side here. That's where the bolt goes through right here. And then you got a bunch of cableage that goes inside this headlight bucket right here that connects on the inside. So it's just overall really challenging to replace that. And it's really because I like the Cafe Racer style stuff, and I want to get rid of this chrome crap. Is there still going to be chrome? Yeah. Or some lighter stuff. I don't want to black out the engine. I think that looks good. But the belt cover, belt protector there, that may have to go. Another challenging thing, believe it or not, is finding black levers. They don't make black levers, so I might have to take these out. There have been some one-off custom joints, but I may have to just simply take these off and have them powder coated or something. That is it, ladies and gents. So anyway, that is it, ladies and gents. That's how the Raider mod is going to go over the next couple weeks. So yeah. Okay, guys. I will see you in the next week. Holla. Damn. This isn't taking forever.